Welcome to the Graps podcast. I am Brainbuster, that is Khalid. We're here in a new setting. You guys can't tell. I mean, you might be able to tell because of the names, but we're here. New settings. New setting. I mean, there it is. Audio issues should not be a thing anymore. Hopefully, seems like we're good. The fact that Khalid can hear me and we're like in here and it's not like a separate thing that I'm recording bodes well. It seems like we're good. We're going to talk about just a little bit of news that broke over the weekend since the last time we were here. The G1 finished up last night. We're going to get into 5-star Grand Prix stuff, a little bit of Collision, and then we'll talk about what's coming up, like going forward into the early portions of the week until we record again later in the week. To kick off the news part, a couple of injuries. Well, not injured anymore. Jay White is cleared to return, and there's plans being made for him to return to AEW TV soon. I assume, a little bit of a spoiler, later on we're going to talk about our gauntlet matches, or our predictions for who's going to be in the gauntlet match. I think he's going to be in there. We'll see. Adam Cole, similar story. He's set to begin in-ring trading soon. So that's awesome. Fuck yeah. I'm very happy to see that. He's had a rough couple of months, it seems. So we will fuck is that noise?
Oh, that might be my garage.
Oh, okay. You're good. I just didn't want it to. Is your house okay?
Yeah,
Mercedes Moné and Momo Watanabe is the official main event for New Japan Capital Collision on August 30th. That's gonna fucking rule so hard. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's an official Graps podcast sponsored match. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You'll be absolutely correct to say that.
Okay, cool. Now the big one, folks. The big one for me specifically. It's finally happened. I finally won. AEW All In Texas at Globe Life Field. Just right across the street from Sportatorium. I'm so happy. Finally. It's not just that we got our pay-per-view. We got the fucking pay-per-view of the year. It's like for AEW basically. So very excited for that. I wanted to ask, don't hold us to this, okay? But what is your way too early AEW All In 2025 main event prediction?
Ooh.
Yeah. Hard hitter.
Ooh. You said main event?
Yeah.
Damn. Honestly? Ooh, probably Darby Hangman. Yeah.
See, that was something that I was thinking about. Sting, obviously, he was talking about, not obviously, he tweeted that it's just down the road from where he lives, I assume, is what he meant. And he'll be watching from somewhere. Now, my thing is, like, if we're doing that, then we are postponing. Well, okay. My thought process was we're postponing Will winning the title by quite a bit, it seems, if we're doing that. However, it again popped into my mind that they're doing another event in the UK at some point later next year. So maybe it could be that. If Hangman wins the title, goes into Texas as champion, he's not from Texas, but it's just the gimmick, makes it mean something. Yeah. And having Darby, like having Sting stop Hangman from like cheating or something to retain the title against Darby, and then Darby winning there, that would be fucking awesome. That would be very fucking cool. For me, my prediction is probably Hangman will. I think that makes sense. It would be the perfect spot for like Hangman. Like I think Hangman winning the title at World's End. Hopefully, that's maybe holding it until All In Texas. That would be awesome. I think that would. Yeah. But I think both of those would be very, very good main events.
Definitely.
I mentioned earlier, the G1 finished up last night. Zack Sabre Jr., he did it. He brought it home. I wanted to ask you, I know you told me about it through voice message on Twitter, but what did you think of the main event? The G1 final.
A good match, obviously. In terms of like stars, we'll say like, I don't know, 4.25, 4.5.
That's probably where I put it as well.
Yeah. And like, and in terms of just G1 finals in general, I said it was like bottom. It's like the lower mid tier of G1 finals. At least all the ones I've seen, which is from 2009 going forward. It's like, I mean, and like that again. That's not to say that the match was bad. I just said the match was good. It's just that a lot of those G1 finals, 2019, 18, 2016, 2015. Like a lot of those finals are really fucking good.
Those are like all-time matches. So
yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
It would be weird to like hold it up to that standard.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of like all-timer stuff in there. So match was cool. The result, that's what we know. That's what we needed. That's what we wanted. Not gonna lie, what he said after, it kind of threw me off a little bit. But I was like, you know what?
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
So I thought the match, like, it was weak. Like, they started off slow, and it felt like they held that pace for like a little too long, for me at least. But once they got going, they like really got going. Like they were going at each other hard. But it felt like they were wrestling a match that like neither guy is all that good at. Like it was neither the big Suji like bomb fest throwing lots of suplexes and like lucha spots, but it also wasn't the Zack Sabre Jr. like technical clinic. So it was weird. I thought it was still good. I would probably put it like 4 to 4.25 if I had to like put a star on it, but still good. Like you said, the lower portion, like lower half portion of G1 finals, I would definitely agree with that. But what Zach said afterwards is that he wants to challenge Naito. The thing is, okay, I didn't know that the G1 winner could challenge anywhere. I thought it's always been Wrestle Kingdom. So I figured that was the step. He could challenge anywhere. So he challenged Naito to King of Pro Wrestling on October 20th, I think it is. To that match, which partially scares me and partially makes me more confident that he's going to win. Because dude, imagine if he loses. That's scary. That's scary to think about, but also like I think it's more realistic that they understand where Naito is physically, and that man is struggling. So getting the title off of him fast, and then also having Zach walk into Royal Quest, which they also announced on this show, as champion, would be nice. And then I assume obviously him walking into the Dome as the champion in the main event, that's just as good as him walking in and winning it, in my opinion. Depending on who he wrestles, I guess. Which I hope is
that's a conversation to have. Like, who does he wrestle at wrestling?
It is like the thing. Do we think he's losing at Wrestle Kingdom?
No. Well,
because like if you want to put him in there against Yota Tsuji again and have Tsuji beat him, I'm not complaining. Let's see how Yuya recovers from this arm and how he wrestles outside of the G1 going forward. If they want to have you like just fucking hotshot the belt onto Yuya, because that was something you brought up that I didn't think about. Zack Sabre Jr. winning this and challenging at King of Pro Wrestling. You brought up the fact that like they could be doing this because Yuya was actually supposed to win the tournament, which like I didn't think about that. Why Why do you think that? Like, why is that?
Well, originally, my thought. Oh my god.
Guys dying on air.
My thought was Yuya was supposed to be in Yoda's spot for that whole tournament, or not the whole tournament, but that ending spot. Because what initially made me think that was that they had whenever he initially got injured and they didn't call the match off immediately. Usually they will end the match right there when the injury is bad. But the fact that they had him beat him because Yuya was going off, oh, this is fine. I'll be fine in like next event. Because they were all calling it out there. But when they got to the back and then the next day came out, he can't compete anymore.
Yeah.
So it had to go over to Yoda. If Yuya was able to continue to fight, he would have probably won his whole block. And then it probably would have been a Yuya Zack Sabre final, which probably would have. If it would have been Yuya, I feel like they probably would have held it to Wrestle Kingdom. But because Zack Sabre has it now, and for Zack Sabre being British, them having the event 6 days before Royal Quest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like they could have said, oh, we can do this in Destruction in Kobe, which is in September, which is a month away. Like, let's just get this out of the way so don't get the title off it. So the fact that they're pushing it off another month just so it's right before Royal Quest, it really gives a fact or gives off like the whole thing of making the moment actually mean something to Zach. Of course, it probably would mean something in Wrestle Kingdom, but it would probably mean even more to go to the UK as champion. So
that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Interesting conversation. I'm still like perplexed as to who he's going to wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom. I'm sure obviously it'll become more obvious as we get closer. I'd love to see Yuya. If Yuya could just win it there, if he's still performing at the level that he was performing during the G1, him winning at Wrestle Kingdom would be like a moment. It'd be like
it's one thing that like I'm really concerned about. Is how are they going to get whoever they want to be in that spot? How are they going to get into that spot? Because there is no tournament after the G1 singles wise. There is no tournament to like determine a title shot. I don't think there's ever have been a tournament after the G1 for a title spot at Wrestle Kingdom. So do they just make up a tournament in between Tag League and Wrestle Kingdom, which would be like a week or two, I think? Or like do they just have like
could they do a tournament between King Pro Wrestling and the Tag League? Or is the Tag League, is it too soon after King Pro Wrestling?
Honestly, like
because Tag League is like mid-November, right? Is when it starts usually. Or am I insane?
Yeah. So like So Junior Tag League starts at the end of October, goes into the beginning of November, and then the Tag League starts, I believe, right after, like directly after Junior Tag League.
Yeah, they're kind of. It would have to be in December, probably. That tournament, theoretical tournament, hypothetical tournament,
have to be December.
Crazy. All right. Well, again, I'm sure we'll find out in the coming months, but interesting. Yeah. I've said it before. If New Japan has been nothing else this year, they've been fairly interesting, even if the wrestling hasn't been amazing at times. This G1 though. That's a good. What would you rate the G1 overall this year out of 10?
I kind of want to give it two separate ratings. One for match qualities, and then the other for just the result of the G1. Match quality wise, I'll give it like a 6 or 7.
I was gonna say 7, yeah.
It's there was definitely some gems in here, like there's when you look back on this G1, it's going to be some matches you're going to be like, damn, I forgot this match. This match was actually pretty good compared to like other G1s where it's just a bunch of just bangers everywhere. This one, it has a lot of hidden cuts that are like really good if you've really been paying attention. And then result wise, I want to give it like a 9 or a 10. Like this Zack Sabre is, again, outside of like Yuya, if it would have been Yuya, I probably would have been like, I probably said the same thing, 9 or 10. Zack Sabre 9 or 10. Yoda would have been like 8, 9, 10, anywhere in there. Like it's to me, it definitely like is giving New Japan a little bit of momentum because you have Zack Sabre.
I was gonna say, like, I would agree on the 9 under the context of the result also means like
he wins.
How it sets up New Japan like going forward.
Yeah.
Because like you've got Yoda, he won the cup earlier this year, and now he's like almost winning a G1 final. He's set up, like he has a lot of momentum going forward. Yuya, he like reclaimed his spot like as like a necessary musketeer. And I mean, yeah, Zach is like, he could end up, I don't want to say he's in the Kenny role, but like him winning the title is like restoring like some kind of, I don't know if interest is the right word, but like intrigue to the world title scene in New Japan. So it's like it's set up New Japan very nicely going forward. I would agree like a 9.
Yeah.
There's another tournament going on in Japan, in Stardom, the 5-star Grand Prix. I will go. This is going to take a second, so bear with me. There's 4 blocks here, so I will go through and just tell y'all the standings. Red Star's A block is led by Micah with 8. Suzuki and Poi have 6. Manami has 5. Konami has 4. Ruaka has 1. And Yuna Mizori has 0. You mentioned that Mizumori, sorry. You mentioned that somebody is mathematically eliminated. Is that Yuna? She has 0.
There's it's her and then there's someone else.
It's Tam. Tam.
Oh, Tam's out. Oh, she
has 0.
Yeah, that is crazy because I think she's well, okay. Here's something I don't understand because on the main event show of the the final show, the 5-star Grand Prix final, she is challenging Natsuko for the red belt. How the fuck does that work? What the fuck is that? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, doesn't make the most sense, IMO. But, whatever. Moving on, just so I can get through this very quickly. Azumi, or Red Star's B block, I mean. Azumi is leading with 8. Mayu, Inaba, and Sarah have 6. Saya Ida, Momo Watanabe have 2. And Tam has 0, like I said. Blue Star's A block. Starlight Kid and Sayori have 5. Sayori and Xena have 4. Anna J, Miyu Amasaki, and Koguma have 2. And then Blue Star's B block is led by Saya Kamatani with 6. Hanan has 5. Risa Sarah has 4. Suzu Suzuki has 3. Rani Yagami, Saki Kashima, and Tekla have 2. So, right. Azumi and Starlight Kid leading their blocks makes me very happy. Yeah. Those two have been like personal favorites of mine since 2021. So sick. Azumi beat Mayu last night, which is that's wild. I mentioned to you before we recorded. Who is your wrestler of the tournament so far, and what is your match of the tournament so far?
So far, wrestler of the tournament is honestly like that Red Star block is just so fucking ridiculous.
It's loaded.
It's like, and like I've been saying this like since the tournament even started. When they announced the blocks, I was like, wow, that Red Star. I believe it's the B block. The Red Star's B block. that has all those freaking demons in there.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's in between Azumi and Mayu, like wrestler of the tournament wise. Like that's where I'm really caught up. I want to lean more towards Mayu because she's like older and still being able to do this is crazy. She's like 33, I think, or something like that. But Azumi's like a very like close second, a very very close second. I mean they're really interchangeable for me. I like some
Yeah.
I'll probably feel Mayu, I'll probably feel Azumi. Like it's either way, like it's really good. And then the match of the tourney is probably that Azumi Mayu match or the yeah, it might be that.
We have identical answers. My rest of the tournament is Mayu, and my match is Mayu versus Azumi. Runner-up to match the tournament, though, is Mayu and Saida. My love for forum exchanges may be wavering, but that is not the same thing for chop exchanges. They chopped the shit out of each other in this match. Mayu also bumped like fucking crazy. Yeah, I've like really been enjoying the tournament so far. I did like a big catch up a couple nights ago, and then I caught up again before we recorded. I also watched Momo versus Tam, which is also very good. Yeah. One thing I need to say: hate the faction. They've been carrying around this bat, right? That is literally a blow up bat.
Yeah.
Stop. Please fucking stop. It sounds ridiculous when you hit somebody with it. And then also, there was a moment where Momo had it in her match with Tam last night, and somehow it got knocked out of her hands and flew into the crowd. Now, the person that got hit with the bat, they can't sell the bat. They're a fan. How does that work? So he just grabbed it and like threw it, and I was like, "Oh no!" I think Natsuko actually came and just grabbed it, but he was fine, and I was like, "Oh God, fuck me, dude! God damn it, dude!"
I figured that bat was like very 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 gimmicked when Momo fucking clocked Natsuko with it during the during the match where she like baited the turn. She fucking just I was like, no way, that's an actual. It's not
it's like it's a little ridiculous. Like, just like just get a kendo stick or something. Come on, it's the same effect. Fuck me. Yeah, a little ridiculous. But you know, wrestling is also just ridiculous. So, Collision was also this weekend. The last Arlington Collision. We don't have to go into the major specifics of the show. I did want to just some small highlights from the show though. The video packages were awesome. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
They had a Tiger Driver video package with fucking Misawa footage in it, which that is fuck yeah, dude. There was the Eddie Kingston promo where he was talking to Bryan Danielson, essentially just saying what we've been saying. It's almost like anyways. Just saying, Bryan, get it the fuck together. Stop being a pussy, bro. This is your last chance to write a final love letter to wrestling, and you are
being a bitch.
Stop being a bitch. Is essentially what he said. There was the trios video package with all the trios involved. It was kind of corny because like Bang Bang Gang was finishing lines from House of Black, and House of Black were finishing lines from Bang Bang Gang. It was dumb, but still cool. I liked it. I had some cool cinematography, I thought. And then there was the Tony Storm promo that was also like fucking sick.
Yeah.
So like a great night for video packages. For the casual fan must have been losing their fucking mind. Good stuff though. I like that a lot. The hologram momentum continued. He had a good match with Angelico, however the fuck you want to say it. I wanted to ask, where did you want to see hologram used going forward? Because he's had like a lot of momentum in this setting, but we haven't seen him outside of it. Do you have like any idea? Because I was trying to think, and I am besides one idea that I'm gonna talk about later. Spoiler. Uh,
I think I'm going to talk about the same idea as well.
I don't know where you would put him.
Yeah, that's always the thing with like when it comes to newly signed luchadors. It feels like because I feel like Commander was in like the same spot. You know, and like he kind of still is where it's like we don't know what to really do. Like,
yeah, I mean the thing with like Commanders, when he was before the CMLL partnership, he was being used in a lot of like open matches. Or you'd have like the occasional international title match, you know?
Yeah.
But now he's still, I think he's the AAA Cruiserweight champion or something like that.
He just lost it to Matt Riddle. He just lost it to Matt Riddle.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He just lost to Matt Riddle on the Triple Mania show.
What a fucking company that is. Okay, well, he hasn't been using that in that same way because of that.
Yeah.
He could be doing. They could be. You know, they could change that now. Dude, fuck it. Commander hologram tag team.
They definitely could. They definitely.
But anyways, my point was they could do that with hologram, but it feels like hologram is like
bigger than that.
Yeah, it's too much of a Tony Khan project to just end up being that.
I think. Well, we'll probably get into we'll probably get into it later if we're thinking the same thing that we're thinking.
I think we are.
Yeah, we'll get into it later.
Outside of that, we'll get into the trios and the tag thing in a second. Was there anything like any smaller stuff on Collision that you wanted to bring up at all?
Leo Rush singles match.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good. Mortos seems to be in the Kingdom now, or in Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah.
Which is that? I mean, that fucking rules. That's like doesn't make any sense, but fuck yeah, that rules. The bigger takeaways from this show, though, is that there will be a trios London ladder match at All In, consisting of the Patriarchy, Bang Bang Gang, House of Black, and a surprise fourth team that will be determined in a wild card in Cardiff match on Collision next Saturday. I'm not sure what a wild card in Cardiff match is or how many people are in it, but it's happening. While I was creating the layout of this show, I was trying to think, who is this last team going to be? And I came up with a couple of names.
Okay.
The Kingdom and Mortos. I think you came up with that one, but I'll put it in there. Cage of Agony, Top Flight, and like Dark Order. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Those are the ones that came to mind outside of just like smorgasbord teams.
Yeah. During I'm going to take away from another segment that happened because I just remembered during the ROH tag team match when they had like 8 teams come out there.
Yeah.
A lot of those were like there's like a lot of like there was a lot of like tag but also trio combinations out there kind of. So I feel like a lot of those teams I was out there, which you kind of said, Cage of Agony, the Kingdom with Mordos, or just the Kingdom with Roddy, whichever way they want to do it. It's kind of depending on what happens
in the gauntlet.
Yeah. Top Flight, Dark Order, like all those teams will probably be featured. They could maybe get like no, I don't. What other trios are in the company that are not?
There's a good amount of trios, but the trios are like involved in other matches. Like, you can do something with the conglomeration, but Ishii and Orange are like out, so it only leaves Kyle and Mark. They don't have another person to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is we'll see. Obviously, I mean, they're taping Collision on Wednesday, so
we'll be
getting wait, it's in Cardiff. Does Collision or does Dynamite start earlier, or are they going to tape it and then air it on delay here?
I Dang, I really don't know. Hold on.
I would assume they're arrogant on delay. That might have been a pretty stupid question, actually.
It does say taped on Cage Match, so
Okay, yeah, they'll just play at the same time here. Okay, well, we'll find out there. The tag team title match at All In is the Young Bucks versus FTR versus the Acclaimed, which Nigel was very clear to let us know that is a match that we have never seen in AEW, which automatically means we're supposed to be intrigued, right? No, it doesn't. This match is gonna be weird. Not weird. It's just gonna be fucking bad, I think. Based off of the Acclaimed and the Young Bucks, I mean. FTR better fucking win this, or I am gonna lose my shit. It's not even that I want FTR to like be the tag champions. It's just like out of every option here, it's just like infinitely better than Acclaim the Young Bucks. Khalid, it's time to give our predictions for the participants in the Casino Gauntlet match that will determine the number one contender for the AEW World Championship at a later point. They didn't say where. I'll let you go first. How many do you have, and who are your participants? I'm interested.
1, 2, 11. I got 12.
Okay. I believe I am at 14. So.
Okay. So, in no order. Well, outside of Cassidy, because we know Cassidy's number one. Mm-hmm. Okada, Kyle O'Reilly, Roddy, Pac, Mox, Jay White, Hologram, Mortos, Claudio, Leo, Ricochet.
Fuck, dude. Okay, hold on. Folks, I'm going to update mine live. Give me a second. Who do you have winning that, do you think, realistically? Just a prediction. We don't know. Fuck. No, wait.
Honestly,
yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. Fuck. Damn. I mean, if it's me, me,
that's different. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. It's definitely different. But like, it can very much happen. Roger Strong's winning the goddamn gauntlet.
Hey now,
and we're getting Brian Danielson versus Roger Strong. Goddamn all out.
Yeah. Can you give me your names again, just very quickly? Run them off, because there was a name that you said that I was going to put in mind, and it left my head. So go ahead.
Cassidy, Okada, Kyle, O'Reilly, Roddy, Pac, Ricochet, Mox, Jay White, Hologram, Mordos, Claudio, and Leo.
Okay. I am now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, on Cage Match, this is listed as a 20-person match. I don't know if they know anything, but Jesus fuck.
Cage Match with the scoop of the fucking century? Good Lord.
Which, by the way, folks, actually, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to out this guy. Anyways. Now, my participants goes as follows. Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Kazuchika Okada, Jon Moxley, Pac, Michael Oku, Wheeler Yuta, Mark Briscoe, Kota Ibushi. Hey now! I'm just saying, dude. But like imagine. Katsuyori Shibata. Hologram. Now, There's a notable name in CMLL that is not in the Grand Prix.
Ooh.
Mystico.
Mm.
He's not in the fucking Grand Prix. Isn't that crazy?
He's not.
I don't believe if he's not, and I just if he is, and I just missed it. That's fucking hilarious. So go ahead and out me really quickly, just in case.
Yeah.
But like I was looking, and I was like, I don't. He's not in there.
No, he's not.
Thank you. Okay, I would have looked very stupid. That would have been very funny. And then I have Minoru Suzuki just to get somebody from New Japan in there. Jay White, Mortos, and then Ricochet. Those are my names. Now, if I were to pick a winner, well, okay, if it was me picking, I would probably pick Mystico because I would want to see the fucking hair versus mask match. That's just me. Realistically, it's gonna be Mox. Sorry, but like that seems to be the case. I don't know if that's a scoop or not, but we'll see, I guess. Oh man! All right. Well, real quick, except not really that quick because we're only like 35 minutes into this. Dynamite on Wednesday is from Cardiff, Wales, and the card is as follows. So far, there's an MJF and Will Ospreay face to face. Tony Storm versus Saraya in a women's world title match. If Saraya wins, she faces Mariah May. Intriguing, spooky. Chris Jericho versus Tommy Billington. Fuck off. I need guys, fellas. Tony Khan, Jimmy Jacobs, Pat Buck, Will Washington, whoever the fuck is listening. Chill. Fucking chill out, bro. If Tom Bill gets stuck in this bullshit, by this bullshit I mean Chris Jericho's bullshit, I'm gonna lose.
Tom Bill in the gauntlet.
Oh fuck yeah! Give me a second.
Yeah.
18, folks. We're at 18.
Happened to the fucking list.
Have him win it too. Fuck it.
Right.
And then the main event of the show, I presume, Kazuchika Okada versus Claudio Castagnoli in a Continental Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on Wednesday, and then just a quick rundown of the all-in card. FTW title match: Chris Jericho versus Hook. Yay! AEW World Title number one contendership Gauntlet match: Orange Cassidy versus 19 other people according to the cage match. AEW World Tag Team 3-way match: Young Bucks versus FTR versus The Acclaimed. AEW World Trios title London Ladders match. Patriarchy versus House of Black versus Bang Bang Gang versus another team. Mercedes Moné versus Britt Baker in a TBS title match. Jack Perry versus Darby Allin in a TNT title coffin match. Oh, hell yeah. Do we think we see Sting?
Probably not.
I would assume not, right?
Yeah, no.
American title, international title. MJF versus Will Ospreay, and whoever wins that match is going to face Pac at All Out for the title. Tony Storm versus Mariah May in a women's world title match. And Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson in a career versus title World Heavyweight Championship match. On the buy-in, I believe, or I think it's the only match confirmed. Stat and Stokely versus Ishii and Willow.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's it. Do we have anything else that's coming up between now and Wednesday that is like pertinent information?
There was a match last night because we did get dropped into we were trapped in the G1 bubble vortex last night. There was a match on the Sendai show.
Oh yeah, dude. Go.
It was, I believe her name's Takumi, right? It's
yeah.
Takumi. I don't know how to say her last name. It starts with an I.
Yeah, it's like Iro something.
Yeah, Iroha.
Iroha. Yeah,
I think. Takumi Iroha versus Mika Iwata. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it. I did hear it was pretty good.
There's two matches I'm gonna go probably later on when I get dinner. The two matches I'm gonna watch. That one and Yuma Yume Aoyagi versus Yume Enzai.
Oh yeah.
Yume Aoyagi won the fucking Triple Crown, brother. That's my guy. Not that I hate Enzai. I love Enzai. But Aoyagi's the man. Let's see what's on this WWE NXT card. Oh, we already talked about this. Never mind.
I think I told you.
Let's see what's on Monday Night Raw. Nothing really that funny, actually. Okay, well, hold on. Shayna Baszler Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Sonya Deville's faction name being the Pure Fusion Collective is hilarious. That is that's all Japan shit. That's the Pure Fusion Collection or Collective. That's just like that's that's a Kobashi, Tenryu, and fucking Taue faction or something. Like I don't. Like the name kind of rules, but it being them is very funny. All right, well. Oh wait, hold on. GCW Save Me 2024. Holy shit. Ew. What the fuck? Gringo Logo versus Jack Cartwheel. Masha Slamovich versus Starboy Charlie. Okay. Anyways, that's it. That's the end of the show. Sorry to end on that sour note. Wrestling is looking up for the most part, but that was a crazy divergence into perversion. Okay. Thank you for watching the Graps podcast episode, whatever the fuck episode this is. I am Brainbuster. That's Khalid. Make sure to like and subscribe, please. That's it. Later.